Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you for all of your support, all of your likes, all of your shares, all of your comments. If you are interested in a private reading, please just click on my website. I do have it linked below in the description bar. Lastly, I am on social media, so I am now on Facebook. If you're interested in liking my page on Facebook, please do. I am also on Instagram, and if you are interested in receiving a daily Oracle guidance message, I do draw and upload a daily Oracle guidance card every single day to my Instagram account. So if you're interested in that, then please head over and follow me on Instagram. Oh, and one last thing, for these general tarot forecasts, you should always be sure to watch not only your sun sign, but also your moon sign and your rising sign. If you happen to not know what your moon or rising sign are, I do have linked in the description bar below a website that actually can calculate that for you for free. So I wish you all a wonderful week. Just stay tuned for the reading. Hi Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of June 6th through the 12th. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. Alright, Cancer, at the bottom of the deck I have the Four of Pentacles. Now the Four of Pentacles, it can be a conservative energy. It can be someone, not always you, maybe someone around you hanging on tightly to something. It can be you needing to loosen your grip, but generally speaking, the Four of Pentacles does represent security. Something material. It can represent a home. It can represent, of course, money. That's just of significance. For some of you, maybe you're thinking about building onto the security that you already have, increasing that maybe security or that nest egg. Let's see here. Now the Tower has been showing up a lot for many of the signs, and honestly I don't want it to scare you. The Tower is very much a neutral energy and it can swing in either direction, and you have some amazing energies here, so this is very positive whatever this is for you. For some of you it's simply just representing a home or a building, a structure. That's why we have the Four of Pentacles here. Fours do represent, you know, that stability, that foundation, that security within your life, so this can absolutely be representing a home. And then we have some other energies here that can be talking about a home situation as well. And we're starting out with the Seven of Pentacles as the overall energy. Now the Seven of Pentacles is normally an energy where you're waiting, you're being patient, but it's also showing me that you've planted seeds, you've put a lot of time and effort into those seeds, into being able to reap those rewards from those seeds and from that hard work and that effort. Now, sometimes the Seven of Pentacles can come up when we're about to reap those rewards. So I did pull a clarity card, and I have the Two of Wands here, which very much talks about your future. It can also represent a decision that you are making, a decision that's, you know, maybe relevant, a decision that allows you to walk down a new path towards, whatever goal it is that you have, whatever plans that you've made for yourself. This is very much talking about your future. For many of you, you might have been waiting on a decision that allows you to, like I said, walk down that new path. Now, we are starting out with the Queen of Pentacles, so this might be an earth sign person around you, Cancer. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn person that's quite significant, Or the Queen of Pentacles could be your energy. For some of you, you might be very grounded, very practical. Maybe your mind is on your money. Maybe you're really thinking about your finances, thinking about your home or your security. You could be thinking about investments as well. The Queen of Pentacles is, you know, she also represents that financial abundance, success, security, and she can represent a new job. She can represent a home. And on the side of the Queen of Pentacles, I do have the Knight of Cups, which can represent an offer maybe on a home. Maybe for some of you, you've been patiently waiting on an offer for your house. Maybe you're trying to sell your house. Because I also have the World underneath the Queen of Pentacles, which can come up when you are moving to a new home. But what I'm really seeing here is the Knight of Cups kind of walking towards the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, because it's a general reading, you might be extending an offer to maybe an earth sign person, or maybe an earth sign person is extending an offer to you, and that can be romantic, or that can be an offer for a job, or, you know, another type of offer. But this is you maybe moving towards a new home, literally. The Knight of Cups is a forward-moving energy. I see him as an energy that really is moving forward, but it's moving forward towards your happiness. So if this is you moving to a new home, Cancer, this is, you know, going to be a home that, you know, is a place that you're really happy with. And then underneath the Queen of Pentacles, we have the World, which the World is, for many of you, perhaps finally being successful with completing maybe a long chapter or cycle within your life. And now you're maybe ready to move on to that next chapter, that next cycle. But the World will also come up when, you know, you are physically moving or traveling. For some of you, it can be long distance travel. So for some of you, perhaps you very well are moving to a new home, or at least waiting on that offer or decision that allows you to move forward, maybe to a new home, or maybe move up within the company that you work for, a higher paying position, perhaps with the Queen of Pentacles here. I do have the Two of Pentacles, which can absolutely represent a decision for some of you that you're perhaps maybe waiting on, or maybe even receiving this week. And because it's Pentacles, again, I think that for many of you it's connected, because it's Pentacles, something in the physical realm, something in the material realm, either a home, something to do with money, something to do with career. But with the Two of Pentacles sitting next to the Seven of Pentacles here, you know, for some of you, you've been waiting, and perhaps you feel as though you're not really getting anywhere. You're kind of doing the same thing over and over again with the Two of Pentacles. But with the energy of the Tower, this is where, you know, things can get a little spicy in a good way. We have the energy of the Tower coming in, and this can be that unexpected, very sudden energy coming in. Like I said, a lot of the forecast for this week, a lot of the signs are pulling this card. And it's very much a neutral energy, can swing in either direction. You have some very positive energies here. So I think it's very, very positive for you. If you've been waiting for a long time, this can be that unexpected energy coming in that you've been waiting on, or you've been needing, I should say, for some of you, especially if you feel as though you've been doing the same thing over and over again. And with the energy of the Tower here as well, this can also be talking about a home situation, which I'm getting that, you know, for some of you as well. The Tower also represents a significant life change, something that is very powerful, some sort of very significant life change happening here, taking place, that really affects your life in many areas of your life on a larger scale, but it's very positive for you. And like I said earlier, with the Seven of Pentacles, sometimes this energy can show up when you're about to finally reap those rewards from that hard work. Maybe you are finally being able to move down this new path in life. We have the Emperor sitting on top of the Tower, which is success, abundance, prosperity. It's being in control. He represents the authority figure. So for some of you, this is you having maybe control over this situation. Maybe you're gaining control this week, because I also have the Three of Cups sitting next to the Emperor, which is a celebratory energy. This is success. This is maybe for some of you, you finally gaining control unexpectedly. That could be why the Tower's here, is because maybe you're finally gaining control of a situation that you might have felt was kind of out of your hands, especially with, you know, some of these energies here. But the Emperor's, you know, like I said, because he's that authority figure, for some of you, if this is in regards to career, you know, maybe you've been waiting on that decision for that promotion. This could definitely be you maybe moving to either a higher paying position or a position of power with the energy of the Emperor here. And again, it could be happening unexpectedly. But with the High Priestess here, it's almost like you, for some of you, you might have had that inner knowing. You might have known all along that this was going to happen. You know, your intuition could have definitely, you could have been intuitively guided in this direction. The High Priestess is a very spiritual, very intuitive woman. For some of you, maybe you need to go within, you need to listen to your intuition this week. Maybe you have a great decision to make. Maybe for some of you, you've been waiting on a decision, but maybe that decision comes in and now, you know, you have to make a decision. So definitely go within. But I see you being successful. I see this amazing lighter energy coming in. This is you feeling successful and feeling like you want to celebrate it. This is also a nice social energy. So for some of you, maybe you are being more social this week. If this is a new job or a new home situation that's taking place, maybe you want to tell all your friends. Maybe you want to go out. Maybe you want to have some drinks. You know, and with the High Priestess sitting next to the Tower, the High Priestess can also represent secrets. The High Priestess is a very secretive, mysterious woman. She does keep things to herself. So something that was hidden, I am getting this, some things that were maybe hidden with the energy of the Tower, something could be coming out into the open unexpectedly, but I feel like it's very positive for you. You know, you've got success written all over this reading here. With the energy of the World, which is a very blessed energy. I mean, you have some very, very positive energies. The Emperor, which is success, and then this wonderful celebratory energy here on top of the High Priestess. I feel like whatever this is, it's extremely positive. Something coming to light that maybe you were unaware of. And then others, you know, you just simply needing to listen to your intuition, and maybe it's about a home situation. Very positive energies, though. I think that financially it's going to be a great week for you. I think that emotionally it's going to be a great week for you. Let me draw you an additional guidance card. All right, some additional guidance for Cancer. Okay, interesting. Bridget here just flipped out. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. Ooh, excuse me. Very interesting. A lot of times when Bridget here comes up, it is your guides cautioning you, but they're not telling you not to move forward. They're simply saying look deeper into this situation before proceeding further, because there could be something that you're missing. Just maybe for some of you, it's just a little detail. Very interesting here. That could be why the High Priestess is here. Maybe you need to, some of you might simply need to listen to your intuition, but definitely take caution. You know, this could be, you know, things happening quickly. You see that forward movement here. But before proceeding, maybe take a second look at something. Let's see, I'm going to use another deck. Let's see what other messages want to come out with Bridget here. Let's see, any other additional messages for Cancer for this upcoming week. Okay, this just flipped right out. And in case you're wondering, this is my Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so we have break free. Break free just kind of flipped out. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Very interesting. So for some of you, perhaps, before proceeding further, maybe think it over, go within, listen to your intuition, because maybe there's something different that you should try. If you have a path with maybe 2 options, because you have, you know, even the High Priestess is a 2, so you have a few 2s here in this spread. If you're faced with maybe, you know, needing to make a choice, you know, which path do you go down? Perhaps that's why we have Bridget, because maybe some of you need to just simply go within, listen to your intuition, and really listen to what your instincts are telling you to do. But maybe Spirit is urging you to try something new. Very interesting. So Cancer, I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I hope you have a great week. Take care.